And welcome back, everyone, to another reaction video. And this is my reaction to the official teaser for the upcoming miniseries, The Clauses, a sequel to the Santa Claus 3, The Escape Clause, and that will bring to an end the Santa Claus franchise as we know it, starring Tim Allen. And this dropped while I was at Horror Hound Week, and so I was unable to react to it when it first dropped because I was in Ohio for the weekend. Had a fantastic time. Pay no mind to the stuff behind me. We'll do a separate video on that later about what I had received at Horror Hound. And that's only a little tease of what I received. That's enough about that. This is a Christmas themed video after all, no matter what the background tells you. So we're going to bring up the teaser for the clauses. As soon as it pops itself up, my computer is being douche nozzle today. You go out of town for the weekend and ignore your computer, and it just decides to, say, fuck you forgot about me. It's like the ex-girlfriend you can't get rid of, it's stupid. I found it. Get rid of that. There we go. Make it look nice and pretty. All right, let's hit it in 3, 2, and 1.
Attention, everyone.
You have my attention.
Santa has an announcement to make.
And this announcement is, which I'm pretty sure I know because I read the synopsis for the plot.
For the good of Christmas. For the good of my family. I, Santa Claus, have decided to retire.
It's following the plot. And yeah, I expected that of the elves. The elves have always liked Tim Allen and Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. Yes. Can't wait to put this in Brady's face.
Really?
Give us your best. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, okay. Here we go. Ho, ho, Omaha. Omaha.
No.
See that? I call a little audible there.
No.
Thanks so much. I sing, by the way.
Yeah, let's get him out of here.
Brady can sing. That's me.
Bernard. I forgot he was coming back. And that was my reaction to the official teaser for the clauses. And I see it's going to be coming out in November, which it makes sense. It is around the Christmas time. That makes sense also why Hocus Pocus 2 is coming out the last day of September this month and not in October. It's still the October season. So, of course, this will be coming out right at the beginning of the Christmas season. Because in November, you have Thanksgiving, but everyone says, no, get that stuff out of here. Let's go on to Christmas. But I'm excited. I was even more excited a couple months ago when I found out that Bernard's coming back. We haven't seen Bernard since Santa Claus 2 because he wasn't in the third movie. He was in the book, the book version of the third movie, but he wasn't in the actual third movie. His title at the North Pole was given to Curtis. Quite an annoying elf, but nonetheless, he was there. So having Bernard back, my favorite of the elves, made me even more happy to see this, even though I was already excited for it when I found out that Tim Allen was returning to play Santa Claus one final time. And even though I think it's a 2-episode event, makes sense why I began in the beginning called it a miniseries, because it's always been described as a limited miniseries. It's going to be a short series. It's going to tell one story, and that's it. Now, I don't know if they're going to make any more movies where whoever they pick to be the new Santa Claus carries on the mantle of Santa Claus going forward, and it could be a sequel even to this being a sequel to 3. The next one could be the 4th one connected to this, but with a new Santa Claus. And I'd be okay with that. I think Tim Allen has been Santa Claus for long enough. He's been playing the character since 1994, and it's currently 2022. And Tim Allen is pushing 70, and Santa Claus in this show, the Scott Calvin in this show is turning 65, so he's right at retirement age. And that's in the plot synopsis that Santa Claus is retiring because he's getting a little too old and he wants his family to start living a normal life. I don't think his life was ever normal to begin with, because in the first movie he was a businessman and was a divorcee and didn't have the best relationship with his son until the very end of the movie when he became Santa Claus. And what kid doesn't want their father to be Santa Claus? So you can see how even prior to him putting on the suit, his life wasn't that normal to begin with. He was a businessman, fairly rich, didn't have the best relationship with his son, was divorced from his wife, who didn't like him and could hardly stand him at the time. It's a whole thing. It is a whole mess. But I've loved all three films. I'm sure I'm going to love this. I'm going to like whoever they brought in for the new cast to join the returning characters and returning cast. Really excited. I think I rambled on long enough. This has been going on for almost 6 minutes, so I'm going to leave you here. I thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. I'll leave it all down below. Let me know what you all think in the comment section down below, and I'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.